How y'all doing this morning or this evening or this afternoon, whatever time it is for y'all watching this video? First and foremost, who dat for life? You know what I mean? All day. Who dat nation? I'm repping black and gold, whether we lose, win, draw, tie. You know, it's always black and gold to the Super Bowl in my house. But I just wanted to come on here and talk about that game, man. We played absolutely horrible. Our defense played pretty good, you know, the first three quarters. We held Carolina in check. For the most part, we were doing decent until that Alvin Kamara fumble. When they got that fumble and took it to the house, that's when we really started falling apart in that game. I know I'm gonna get a lot of flashback from what I'm about to say, but in my opinion, it's true, and it needs to happen soon. So first and foremost, let me say this: I respect Jameis Winston as a man, as a human. I wish him all the success in the world as a man, but as an NFL quarterback for the New Orleans Saints, he is not it. He is just not capable, in my opinion, and the many other opinions of everybody that follows my Facebook group on Facebook. I have it's called New Orleans Saints Fan Club on Facebook. We have almost 10,000 members on there, so y'all definitely check that out. We bring y'all the greatest and best and most up-to-date Saints content on Facebook, and it's growing every day, so y'all definitely check that out. But you know, Jameis Winston, he's making horrible decisions with the football. He's holding the ball way too long. He's not reading the defense the way he should be reading it. He's not taking his checkdowns. You know, he's just looking down the field, and he'll have, you know, somebody wide open coming through the middle or in the slot or, you know, in the little check down, and he won't take those throws. He wants to force throws to receivers that put the receivers in bad positions to go up and catch the football, and then, you know, that take a chance of getting them hurt, like he did Traquan Smith. He put it kind of, you know, Traquan had to make a big play on that ball to catch that ball, came down really hard, gave himself a concussion. Jarvis Landry, another case, got hurt trying to catch a bad pass from Winston. Michael Thomas is hurt now because Winston is throwing inaccurate balls to all of these receivers. You know what I mean? We can't depend on Alvin Kamara to do everything for us. He's banged up. He's hurt again. We have no Taysom Hill, so we were missing that element yesterday as well. But if the Saints coaching staff, Dennis Allen, if he doesn't make a change at quarterback like now, Jameis Winston's back is hurt. It's clearly affecting his play, his ability to move the ball, his ability to throw the ball. You know, he's forcing balls, getting in there. There's 5 interceptions he has in the last in the last 5 quarters of football. He's got 5 interceptions. So that's an interception per quarter. That's horrible. That's trash stats. Yeah, that should not happen. You know, instead of forcing the ball into double and triple coverage, he needs to just, if there's nothing there, he needs to throw it away. Live to fight another down. My opinion, we need to give Andy Dalton the start next week in London. Because if not, we're about to be 1-3, and our season's just going down the tank. The longer we leave Winston at quarterback right now until his back is fully healed, our season is done, and that's a fact. You know what I mean? Before we know it, we'll be 1-5, 1-6, and halfway through the season, and we have a losing record, and then at that point we should just tank the season and get the number and try to get a high draft pick so we can go get a quarterback if there's any good quarterbacks coming out in this draft. But our defense played pretty good. In the fourth quarter, they gave up some big plays. The fourth quarter has been a problem for the Saints defense all year so far. All 3 games, the Saints defense plays lights out the first 3 quarters, and then that fourth quarter, they start making mental mistakes. They start committing penalties, all that kind of stuff. Yesterday, I mean, we had some really stupid penalties. You know what I mean? That was our fault that the Saints shot themselves in the foot with. All the holding calls. I will say that the penalty on Mark Ingram for the chop block or low block, whatever it was, that gave, that just completely changed the momentum of the game as well, was uncalled for, and that was a bad call by the refs. But for the most part, the refs didn't make too many bad calls. We really just shot ourselves in the foot. I don't know, man. I just wanted to hop on here and just say what I needed to say. Y'all let me know what y'all think, but I'm hoping that we can turn things around pretty quickly. We got a tough game coming up in London. That's a big, that takes a lot out of our players, having to hop in the plane, go all the way to London, play a game, that messes all with their senses and all that other kind of stuff because of the time change and that kind of thing. So hopefully we can get a win there. Hopefully traveling to London affects the Vikings more so than it affects our team. We've always did really good in London. I think we've played there 3 times total. This will be the 4th, or will this be the 3rd? But I think we've won every game in London that we've ever been. So that's a good. So hopefully that trend continues, and we can beat them Vikings and get to 2-2, and then start getting and start taking the steps to get our season back on track. I know these first 3 games have been against division rivals, which is always tough. They always play the same stuff. Tampa, Atlanta, Tampa, the Falcons, and Carolina. They always play the Saints the toughest. They always give us their best football of the year. For some reason, but man, that was a very disappointing loss yesterday. It was hard to watch that game yesterday because it was just so bad. You know what I mean? It was horrible. That was bad. You know what I mean? I have not seen the Saints game that bad probably since the 90s. You know what I mean? That was a horrible game. I know Jameis Winston had 353 yards, a touchdown, but you know what I mean? Those 353 yards that I keep hearing people talk about, those yards came in garbage time, and they're meaningless, and he had a horrible game. That's the point I'm trying to make. So I know there's people out there that's going to defend Winston no matter what he's doing. Y'all going to say he's hurt. He's got 4 fractured vertebrae in his back, blah, blah, blah. The time for excuses with Winston is done. He has not done anything for the Saints the entire time he has been with us. Last year he won a few games. He didn't play good last year. There's a lot of people that think, oh my God, Winston played so good last year. No, he didn't. He didn't play good last year at all. He was average at best. Our defense bailed him out of those 5 games he won. I take that back. He had one good game that you could say he actually got the win or led the team to victory last year. But the other 4, that games that he won, that was the defense and other, and players on our team making plays and just pulling the wins out. It's time to give Andy Dalton the reins to the offense. If Dennis Allen doesn't, our season is kaput. It's kapooey. It's not gonna mesh well for the Saints. And it sucks going from the caliber team that we were, even to seeing the Saints play this bad after being so good for so long. You know what I mean? Our team is it's too talented to be losing like this, and to be losing to inferior teams. You know what I mean? Like, this shouldn't happen at all. You know what I mean? Like, this should not happen at all. But anyway, that's my thoughts and views on the game. It's Who Dat. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Hopefully the Saints get their season back on track. I'm still here screaming Who Dat. Y'all check the Facebook group out, New Orleans Saints Fan Club. We almost have 10K members on there. We'd love to have y'all come check it out. It's a group that anybody, you can just go on there and voice your opinions. We bring all the latest updates, news about the Saints, injury reports, that kind of thing. We're about to start doing live coverage of the games at the games, you know, pre-game, post-game coverage of the Saints games and stuff. So yeah, we're about to, you know, and then we're about to get more involved in YouTube and those kind of things. But y'all definitely go check out the video, New Orleans Saints Fan Club on Facebook. Who Dat, and let's go Saints.